1 minute. I don't know. 1 minute. Maybe we should start meditating. Come on. Let's all have a group meditation. And this meditation isn't just for hype. This is also so we can accept failure. If Square Enix fail us here now at this Square Enix Present this 30th anniversary, we're going to be forgiving. We're going to be calm. We're now going to harness our chi to bring out the best in ourselves. We will kill. Shh, shh. Everyone be quiet. Stop typing. Stop typing.
Everybody, welcome.
Hi, guys.
We're two guys here.
Two guys.
Welcome to Square Enix.
So
Square Enix
loud.
Presents E3 2017. I am Alfred Holes.
Okay.
And
Who are
I'm,
you?
I'm Eric So,
you might
also
know this
known
guy.
as Soken in chat from the Square Enix members community team.
Indeed, indeed. I am
Okay.
the events manager.
Hello, bro.
Square Enix Presents
Do you know about
producer.
Final
Lots of
Fantasy
other things.
Peasants?
You might have seen
Toy
me.
designer.
I have
Community
helped with
manager
some
my
toys.
ass.
That is true. We're here to give you a rundown really quick
He
of what to
knows me.
expect from our programming for the next 3 days.
He doesn't like me.
We've got some great stuff up for you, queued up. We can jump right into it right away.
Yeah.
First
They are
off, we've got a 30
stumbling.
years of Final Fantasy program. In case you didn't know, Final Fantasy's been around for 30 years. We've got Shinji Hashimoto coming in to speak about
Show me some excitement, guys. Let me announce this. Oh, Square,
we're also
give
gonna do
me
a
this
one-on-one
bloody seat,
special battle
man.
towards the end of that stream, so stay tuned for
Indeed.
that one. That's gonna be exciting. What is it? Cherry on the cake.
It's a little extra sprinkled.
The little extra sprinkle is going to be a
Yes.
Final Fantasy 14 letter from the producer live at E3 2017 with
I struggle with words.
Yep. World of Lost Sphere.
Yeah, Lost Sphere.
Behold the World of Lost Sphere. The title is just called Lost Sphere.
Sphere.
Sorry. But then after that, we've got a game that a lot of
They
people,
even
especially
practiced
Eric,
before they came on
Including
stream.
myself and a bunch of people in the office. We've got a.
Yeah, I think they meant the icing on the cake, not the cherry on the cake. Cherry on the floor cake. This
Last year we
right
had
here
Ashley
is why
Birch
I
here.
haven't been
She
reached out by
dropped in
Square
for a
Enix.
second.
Damn
It
what
came longer,
FF
but
Union
she was
speaks
like,
to Square
"Yeah,
Enix all the
mention
time.
it."
He said if it was any other developer,
So a lot of people are excited
the
to check
community
that
managers
out.
would have
That'll be
reached out
at,
by now
1:15
with a
tomorrow.
50k sub base.
After that, we have a cosplay guide to Agents.
But when we got
of
guys
Mayhem.
like this
It's
as the
no one's
community
heard about it,
manager-
they're already cosplaying. Well, Will Powers will be here with some of his cosplayers to let you know how you could go about doing it.
Go
It's
on.
like a ton of stuff still being added on after the game's out. New DLC.
Yeah.
I think the VR thing, a whole bunch of stuff. So you'll get
Yeah.
to see a lot all about that.
Fishing
Yeah.
VR.
Fishing VR, yes. So people are waiting for Fishing VR. We're coming out ahead.
We're not going to talk about this on that stream.
And that'll wrap up day 2.
We'll
And then
talk
day
about
3,
Fishing VR
we're coming
another
back
time,
to
guys.
Dissidia, Final Fantasy
Let's
NT with
skim
the
over.
kind of
I have a
about that,
feeling
how they got
FF7
involved,
Remake's not
and
coming.
what's going to be different about it from the PSP versions. that
Just
came
from
out a
these
little while
guys.
ago.
Our end of
it's getting
day,
to his
basically,
territory.
day 3 is going to be Final
I
Fantasy
never thought I'd
12,
say
the
this.
Zodiac Age live stream. We'll be playing the E3
I miss
demo that
Philip
we've got on show floor.
McCringeworth.
And at the end of it, we are going
Bring
to be
back
doing an
Philip.
unboxing. I'm not going to play
If
because
you
we've got
disrespect
we've got a
30
guest.
years
His
of
name's
Final
Rick
Fantasy
Malambre.
again.
He's
There you go.
much better at racing games. I'm just going to talk about more. We got the
Which is more
It seems to me
near
like these guys don't
in-concert.
know what the fuck's coming
I didn't get a chance
until
to
they
look
look at their
this
sheet.
thing.
I
What do we
haven't
got?
either. Near
Thursday, but it's going to be a
challenges.
secret. It's going to be
Good.
challenging. It'll be a shocking
You've given us a
stream, to say
breakdown.
the least.
Let's go.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
on.
And to close off E3 2017, we figured let's just sit back and play a casual mobile game.
No, we wanna just be there, just write it out.
Mobius and Brave.
Yeah,
Exodus.
we're gonna write it out. So for the last hour, we're gonna be using my account for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius,
We're going.
and we're gonna be trying the Titan trial.
We're going to ride it
New
out.
That just came
stuff.
out?
It came out about a week ago. This
Okay.
is gonna be.
We're
The last
gonna
day
ride out the
of event,
hour.
and it's
Alright.
tough.
Are you
So
fucking
I say
shitting
casual,
me?
very light.
Pro.
I'm going to log into my
Or
Brave
the-
Exvius account.
We'll see. Yeah.
Days. We hope you
Raise the
appreciate
red
program.
flag.
Stay tuned for the rest of
Warning
the day. We'll be
signals.
bringing you all sorts
This
of
could
great,
get
content
really
from
bad.
developers.
Creators who
I
are
know what
joining
they're
us
doing here, guys.
during their free time to
They're
help moderate
luring
chat because we
us
know it's going to be crazy with
into
the
a full
10,
sense
20,000
of
people who are gonna be
non-hype.
watching our stream.
That's right. We've got the public here this year. First time.
Square Enix are
The
genius.
public of
I see what they're
free.
doing.
Please spend $20 on physical goods. You'll get this gray Final Fantasy lanyard. Also, we're going to give away 30 members points whenever you purchase any
Okay,
Final Fantasy
I'll give a
title
pass on
our
this.
online store. This
I'll
is in
give
honor
pass.
of Final Fantasy's
Okay, I'll
mid
give a
30th
pass.
anniversary this year. Last but not least, on Thursday, we're going to be unboxing this Final Fantasy 12 HD Zodiac Age Collector's Edition. Remember those Judge Majesty statues from last E3? They're in here. You guys are definitely going to want to tune in. Thanks for watching.
Alright, it's fine. Stay calm, guys. Just a little bit of an advert. I get that. Now bring the thunder. The 30th anniversary screen. Yeah, we've seen this. Okay. They're gonna make us sit and watch all 15 of these. Oh, but it is beautiful. Let's reflect. Let's be awash with nostalgia. 13. I don't care what none of you say. Go hit the dislike button now. Suck my balls. It's one of the best Final Fantasy games. Love it. 13 Trilogy. 32. Yes. 14. We're going back. Stormblood. Another Marmite title to split the fan base after 13. Oh man, I had so many feels playing 15. Yeah. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It depends what you love. Yeah, this is a time to celebrate all Final Fantasies. Let's end the divisiveness. Let's end it, guys. Let's just all agree
Hello, everyone.
now.
Welcome to the show.
End it.
I'm joined today by Kari Takasue and Amy Funaki, and we have a very special guest, Mr. Shinji Hashimoto himself.
Hi.
Yay!
My boy!
So, as most of you know, this is a very momentous
Hashimoto
year as we
in
celebrate
the
the 30th
house.
anniversary. Here at
This
E3,
could
we
be
have
something
quite a
good.
few titles. A little
Save
bit.
us,
What was your
Hashimoto.
experience?
経験から、あらゆる作品のローンチを見てき
How long is it
たと思い
taking?
ますが、中から最も成ございますでしょうか。
Good
あれですね
God, that took ages to translate.
6までは任天堂様とすごくコンソールで一緒に
This
やら
could
せてい
take
た
a
だいて
while, guys.
We had been releasing the Final Fantasy titles on Nintendo platforms up until that point, and ever since Final Fantasy VII, we had started partnering with Sony on the PlayStation devices. You know, and at that time, Final Fantasy was quite popular in Japan itself, and in order to kind of bring it to the global markets, we kind of revisited, you know, the game from a development standpoint as well as promotional standpoint to really figure out how best to kind of deliver this game to our worldwide fans. And so it was the first time we brought the game to, you know, a CD-ROM type of media, and then, you know, implemented CG movies as well as 3D polygons. And so in those kind of aspects, we've really taken on this new challenge, and
actually got
have
good
been
English.
able to garner a worldwide fan base since then.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for tuning in from
Well,
E3
that was a
2015.
non-point.
Commence
Thanks
on
for
the topic to
that.
ask him.
Insight.
So first of all, if you're new to the franchise and you know
Oh,
nothing about
we brought
Final
it to the
Fantasy, I
CD-ROM.
want to ask him, how do you define a title as a Final Fantasy game? Like, what makes it a Final Fantasy game? And my second question is, there's so much rich
Oh,
history.
not this question
I want to know,
again.
since he's been on
We have
board
this
for
question
such
all
a
the
long
time. What makes it a
if he
Final
can
Fantasy
share
game?
some of his funny moments or some like
改めましてありがとうございます。ご出
Tell us
演
some
いただ
things we
き
don't know.
で、このシリーズを未だにまだプレイ
Pez,
し
do
た
you
こと
still
ない
have
方
faith?
々もたくさんいるかと思いますが、ファイナルファンタジーという作
Yes.
品
Hashimoto, give us something juicy!
ですけども、まあ
I'll have to entertain you during the translation stages. I'll proceed to balance this can on my head as they translate.
触りやすい。それから面白いエピソードですね。まあ先ほどの話ちょっと被りますけども、
It's actually much easier.
まあ日本で
So it's
まあ
challenge-
ドラゴンクエストファイナルファンタジーってすごい有名だったんですけど、やっぱ世界の皆さんにね最初は届いてなかったので、Oh my God! っていう感じですごく喜んでいただいて、まあ拍手
Oh my God!
いう形で喜ばれて。
Shall I try to
そうい
interpret
った
what
のは
he's
すごい
saying?
With regards to the first question in terms of how we would define, you know, Final Fantasy as a game, obviously that definition varies. You know, given the fact that we have 15, oftentimes we kind of get the question, you know, which one do we start with? Which one do we? And every one of the titles within the franchise has a different universe of its own, and it differs quite drastically from one another. And so rest assured, pick whichever number you like for, you know, start playing from that. And in terms of like the fun episodes, this kind of ties into what we had discussed years.
Why are they doing
that
pointless
the,
filler, for
franchise
fuck's
evolved.
sake?
It has become a worldly, you know, renowned and recognized franchise. For example, you know, I passed their immigration. They're like, "What do you do?" You know, I'm the producer of a game, and it's like, "What game?" Final Fantasy. And it's just like the reaction is so huge. They're like, "Oh my gosh!" And then they like to shake my
What is
hand.
Hashimoto
So,
doing?
you know, there's been a definite difference in terms of how.
What the fuck are they
recently.
going on about?
And I could most certainly relate to that. I mean, Final Fantasy IX was my first Final Fantasy.
I
mean, that
couldn't
was
give a
actually the
shit,
gateway for
mate.
me to
I could
dive
not
in
give a
and
shit.
explore the world of RPGs and Final Fantasy, and
That's where I see that.
In a
you
minute,
said if
Hashimoto's
Final
gonna start
Fantasy IX
Nazi
was your
saluting
first
any
Final
second.
Fantasy, mine
Yeah.
was Final Fantasy 1. I'm not gonna age myself. I was. a
I
kid,
don't
and I turned
care
out
what you
play.
like.
I loved it. They were little
Give
cute
me some
pixels.
dank
And then fast forward to
R7
FF7
remake.
were beautiful, and I can remember that moment when I was mind blown looking at FF7 graphics. So it's a game that transcended through time, and this is where we are currently.
Come on.
We have mobile titles even now. So I'd love to know, does Hashimoto-san play any of our mobile titles or any of our latest games?
まずはサブなんですけれども、
Did she just ask that
実
question?
際彼もその最初にプレイしたファイナルファンタジーが
Where's the
FF9 でして
paracetamol? Think these would
こと
work?
になったので本当に
How
先
many
ほ
have I
どお
got
っ
of
しゃってい
these?
たどこ
If I
気にしているか
couple
と
that
思
up
いま
with
す。
some
まあそ
ibuprofen,
こで年齢差を
that should knock me out,
まあ
and then that
父
should
が遊んでたこと
that
で
should
それ
shut
を
my
見て楽
kidneys
し
down.
そのピ
What
ク
could
セ
put
ル
me into
ま
cardiac
あ
arrest
ドット A の
quickly?
時代から楽
Quietly.
しんでいるんですけれども、
Oh no, if I fuck myself up on some Lemsip, Max Cold and
未来を
Flu,
感じたという
I'll just
あまりに
take
もそ
all
の
of
グラフィ
these.
ックがもう
Excuse me
素晴ら
guys,
しく
I'm
て
off
素
the
敵で、
overdose.
まあそれですごい
電車の中とかは
I do not play the
モバイ
mobile
ルのゲーム
titles.
まあ
I personally think they're
まあ
shit,
今
but it makes us lots of money, so I have to pretend I am in full support of these titles. Brave Exvius is making us dope amounts of cash.
So I spent a lot of time in the trains, you know, playing the mobile games. So everything from, you know, Record Keeper to, at least, you know, in the States.
Show me your
it's been
account.
quite
Until
well
I see
received. That's,
Hashimoto's
the
Record
Final
Keeper
Fantasy
account,
Brave
I don't believe
Exvius.
1 second he's
You know,
played it.
and in Japan we have something called Grandmasters, and then also, I think this is also a global game, but Movius Final Fantasy. Where you can experience wonderful
Ask
3D,
some interesting
visuals.
questions.
So I do kind of pick
Like ATB battle system, and I know there are a lot of fans out there that actually do, you know, have a reminiscence of like how those titles are. So do you kind of foresee in the future like any of the FF titles to kind of pick up and adopt those particular gameplay elements?
で、まあ先ほどのブレイブエクスピアスもそうなんですけれども、この
Are they pulling these questions out of their arse? You're killing me! Ask something decent!
取り入れている部分もありますし、思っている部分もあるかと
I
思うん
don't
です
even
けれ
hate
ど
the
も、
mobile
橋本さんとしては
titles, but you're
今後の
fucking
その
killing
FF 作
me!
品に対
The
しての
questions
そ
are
の
barely
期待であ
even
ったり
coherent!
そういったものを抱いていますでしょうか。
はい、もう
This is the
まあいわゆる
30
モバイル
years of
にしても
Final Fantasy
そうですね
again,
どんどん
I
変わってきてるんですよね。
swear.
なので
They're just weeding out the weak.
とかはまあ
Lady
おかげさまで
Tierbat's got a point.
2000数百万
They're weeding out the
で
weak-hearted
まあ
Final
昨日
Fantasy
ですねアップ
fans.
ストアで1位を取ったと
Leaving the dope stuff for us
で
strong.
まあドットがいい
You're right.
じゃなくてその
I feel emboldened!
片やもう
You guys are the weak
いやもう
ones.
あんな
You're being
3D
weeded
できない
out.
やっぱり
Yes, we expect to introduce
楽しめる
ATB,
すごいねまあ
active time
できたらですね
battle
そこはもう
to the mobile
チャレンジャブにどん
titles.
どんやってもらえばいいかなと思いますはい
There isn't necessarily the right, correct answer when it comes to this. You know, Final Fantasy fans, they the age range is extremely wide. It's been enjoyed by
Feels like
you
my
know,
arsehole
numerous,
right now.
Kind of audiences.
Ready to take the
And
pounding
so
of
whether that's,
disrespect
you know, on the
for
mobile
the 30th
or
anniversary.
console, you know, fans are enjoying it on various platforms. There really isn't a correct answer to be made by the director on any given project. And for example, so we're not to say that.
Well, that's what
that old
Hashimoto's
pixel
drunk
art,
will say. Look, he's
sprite
just
graphics
smiling in
are,
his own world. He's just like,
anything, you know, old whatsoever. You know, at least with Brave Exvius, you know, it's been doing extremely well, reaching over 20+ million downloads worldwide, and it also reached #1 in the App Store rankings. And so it's been extremely well, and it's kind of just
What's he
adapting
on?
to the needs
Hashimoto's
of
taken some shit.
the current
Getting that limit gauge
you know,
is filling.
and
Chaos
just to kind
has
of point out
incoming.
Mobius,
Any moment now, I'm bubbling.
Mobius Final 3D graphics on the mobile device that a lot of, you know, other companies have pointed out to us, such amazing graphics on mobile, but that's something that we've been able to take on and kind of bring to life, seeing what's best fit for that particular time. And delivering it to our fans.
Have Final Fantasy infused in our everyday environments. Nowadays, it's hitting major landmarks. Now we can see in
Nobody
the background,
knows
a snow sculpture.
the
that I think
trouble I've
Hashimoto-san's
seen.
been to.
でまあ、最
Nobody
近ではその
knows
人々の日常にも
my
ファイナルファンタジーが浸透していて、まあ、こちらのスライドでご覧いただくように、まあ、いろんな
Come
の
on.
飾っておりまして、
You've
ま
got
あ、
to
日本
give
だ
us
と
something
京都
better
であ
than
ったり
this.
まあ
I'm still
質
optimistic,
問なんですけれども
but for this
どのような
particular set,
形
I'm
で
optimistic.
時代に適応して、
Nah.
生き
It'll improve, guys. Remember, we've got a new unannounced title coming out of Square, the Colosseum.
これは難しいですね。まあ
Why the fuck am I even trying to be optimistic at this point? Descend into anarchy! Descend! Everyone go crazy! Take to the streets. You know, after they announced Dissidia, I said put the pitchforks away.
Difficult question.
Get 'em out, guys.
Considering titles, mainline Final Fantasy titles, all with different universes. Well, in the past, sorry, a lot of these directors and producers had, you know, we don't know when or we don't know how, but whoever, you know, director or producer does take part in this franchise, we hope that they take on new challenges to drive the franchise even further.
Well, there you have it. I hope you're all excited with what FF30 is bringing to the table this year. But speaking of
I
this
hope
year,
you're all
are
excited.
there any things that you want to talk about, Sam, that we're going to be doing?
Actually, I'm very excited. that you
Oh,
asked
come on,
that.
please.
Well, you're hearing it first, guys, but coming to Anime Expo in the next 2 weeks, we do have some activities planned around the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy. And for
2 weeks
European
in an
fans,
expo?
we do have activities planned for both Japan Expo and Gamescom.
Ooh, excellent.
What?
Well, Final
What
Fantasy
do you have
has
fucking
really an
planned?
array of
Another
titles.
shit show?
Each numbered title really speaks to everybody differently. We all have different personalities, and so we all have different, you know, favorite characters. Well, thank you very much, Hashimoto-san, for coming today. And last but not least, we have a beautiful visual from our merchandise team.
Ta-da!
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 Do you have a favorite, Hashimoto-san?
まあ
Can't lose the Kupos.
He's wearing the Warrior of Light, huh? Right there.
The Warrior of Light
Very
Chocobo is
cool,
pretty
very
cool,
cool.
but seriously,
so that takes
fuck
us to the
that.
end, right?
Cool.
That's the end.
Thank
That's
you, thanks
30th
again
anniversary.
For everyone for coming on the show. Mr. Hashimoto.
5
do you have any last words you wanna
dog
say to
shit
fans?
fucking questions.
Dog
Dog
で
shit!
すね。まあ
Are you serious?
30
I didn't even think it was possible for it to be worse than the last 30th
まあこれ
anniversary.
からまあヨーロッパの皆さん
Didn't even think it was possible.
皆さん
I hope you're excited.
増えます
I hope
ぜ
you're
ひ
excited. Oh
ちょっと
my
ねさっきも言いま
god.
したけどでごめんなさい申し訳ないんだけど六本木ヒルズ
5 of the most
センモリアース
fucking retarded, boring, most uninteresting questions that I could have just pulled out of my
でまあ
arsehole.
25周年の時
Drunk one night on a
次回やったん
Saturday.
ですけどでまあ世界の皆さんもしそのタイミングで日本にお越しの際はですねぜひお寄りいただければありがたいなと
I feel
思
like
ってます。
this
Yeah,
set's
so
giving me
definitely this
stroke.
year with it being
I'm
we
actually
have
quite mad,
numerous
guys.
activities
I'm actually quite angry.
planned, one being our presence at Japan Expo in Europe as well, where we'll have, you know, a 30th anniversary.
I don't want to hear your voice
activities going
anymore.
on. And hopefully we'll have an opportunity to kind
I'm so
of
mad.
meet people, and then, you know, also
I'm
people
gonna
kind of
repeatedly thump
get
my head on
in
the
touch
table.
with then this is upcoming next year, earlier next year in Tokyo, where in Roppongi Hills at the Mori Arts Museum, we will have a 30th anniversary exhibit. So apologies, this is in Tokyo for everyone
An
around the
exhibit in
world.
just Tokyo.
But you know, we had done a 25th anniversary exhibit in the
Thanks
past.
for coming to the West and telling us about
this
your
time we
Tokyo
kind of leveled
exhibit.
up and we'll we're upping our game, so to speak.
Oh, I
And
know.
it'll be on for a month or so.
You won't get to see it.
And so, if any of you out in Europe or North America are in Tokyo around that time, you know, definitely stop by. We'd
Oh,
love for you to
thanks.
take a look at
Thanks.
the exhibit yourselves.
Thanks for letting me know about
thank
that.
you.
Just when I'm in Tokyo
Well, last
next.
thing, I overheard
pop
earlier
over.
that there's a FF30 wine and cake. Can you tell me about that?
Oh, they go for the wine and
あの
cake.
30周年のワイン
No!
みたいなものがあるってお
It's
聞きしたん
over!
ですけれども
Square Enix done fucked up!
ですね
They done fucked up.
ワインも厳選しまして
Official
ケーキ
fuck
の
up.
味見をして
No!
今はですね日本で
God
売
no.
っておりましてこの
Floor cake
30周
confirmed?
年コーナーとケーキ
Cake,
皆さんお
baby.
待ちしておりますはい
Yeah, exactly. I
Cake,
mean, I
baby.
myself selected the wine as well as
When I said
tasted
return of the floor
before
cake,
we,
I didn't
took it
mean
to
it.
market. But unfortunately, it is Japan only at the moment. And,
Hashtag floor
you know, we
cake
are still kind of
2017
trying
has
to
taken a
assess
new
and
spin.
See, you know, how we can even make this possible elsewhere. That said,
Oh,
you'll be able to check
Please
out the actual
pull
products
all
if you
your
go to our 30th
resources
anniversary,
to make
I guess,
wine and
Japanese
cake
site.
happen
You know, it's
everywhere.
pretty amazing and it's pretty well
Pull
done.
them all.
So we'd love for you to
Get Nomura on board.
take a look for yourselves.
All right,
Yeah.
that wraps it up.
Make it happen.
Cool. Thanks,
And
everyone.
last shout out,
Arigatou
FF14
gozaimasu.
Stormblood. Blood.
Thank you.
Thanks again for joining us, everyone, and that'll be all, folks.
I hate all 4 of you. I hate you all. Yes. Go. Go. Leave my sights. become Square Enix Peasant, they said. I'd rather die at this point. I'd rather die. Square Enix Peasant. I couldn't be any more adverse to 30 years of Final Fantasy. You fucking gave us the dog shittiest show last time, and now you come back. Like, well, how can we make it even shitter than last time? I don't know. Let's ask 6 shit questions. Take half an hour to translate each one, and then round it out with a Tokyo exhibition none of you will get to see, and then cake and wine. Oh. I've watched 3 seasons of Iron Fist. Let's harness the chi. Okay. What did we think of that, guys? What did we think of that? Anyone feel like coming out and defending that? By any chance? No? No one. So bad. So bad. Of the stuff. I thought they'd be taking it serious. Fuck me, was I wrong. Tash! We're moving house. I don't know, we're just moving house. I can't be here anymore. Too many bad memories in these walls after that. What are they thinking? 30 years of Final Fantasy, it's a big deal. Well, at least it's a big deal to us. And it's like they've wanted us to be excited for 30 years of Final Fantasy. They've kept referencing it, they kept hinting it. I'm kind of just speechless at this point.